Hi, my name is Roxanne and I'm from GI Mumbai.
Okay.
And today we'll walk you through to the Pearl Experience Corner that we have created in the Hong Kong exhibition. These are all the samples that we've kept on display. The first one that we have over here is popularly known as the scallop pearls. And as you can see,
scallop pearls.
yeah, they
Okay.
have very distinct shells, okay, with colors of orange, purplish, white, and
Oh.
also the pearls that you will see come in a wide, range of colors, right from white to purplish and orange. So interesting things about the pearls that
Yes.
form in these mollusks is that the natural color pigments are actually secreted from the shell, the mother of pearl.
Mother of
and
pearl.
therefore you will see that the pearl and the shell will often have the similar colors.
Oh, okay. But what's the difference between this and the usual? Oh, this is natural pearls. That means not the
These
culture.
are natural pearls,
Yeah.
okay, and these are the non-nacreous ones.
Oh, okay.
So when you see these pearls under the microscope, you will see very distinct surface patterns present on it, which will help you identify that these are pearls coming from the scallop.
Oh, where usually they harvest this from?
So they are generally fished around the side of Mexico.
Mexico. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The next two down here are natural pearls from the Melo species. Okay.
Oh, yes, this one.
Very popular in the Asian culture, I would say.
Yeah.
Even holds a lot of, I believe, religious, significance in this culture.
Oh.
What I also understand in terms of the religious side is that
Oh.
Melo pearls should never be drilled or are generally never drilled.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, if they are drilled, they could get some negative energy, you know.
Okay.
So generally, you will see all the Melo pearls, even when used in fashion jewelry, would probably be undrilled. You know, the mounting and the setting is done in a particular.
Melo pearl in fashion jewelry. I thought the value of Melo pearl is really
Like
very
fashion
high.
jewelry in the sense, let's say if they are putting it in a brooch or a ring,
Oh, okay.
generally pearls would be partially drilled or fully drilled.
Yes.
But Melo pearls are designed in such a way for jewelry
not drilled.
that they are not drilled.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I learned something.
You see, the Melo pearl again in the microscope. I'm not sure if you're able to
Yeah, the
see
flame.
right now. Yeah, the flame pattern,
Yes.
because these are porcelaneous pearls. So the surface of these pearls have very distinct flame patterns.
Yes.
It's almost like the fingerprint, of
Yes.
the species.
Okay. So when you say religious, which religion is
So I believe in the Asian culture generally,
Culture lah.
it is
It's
a
a
belief
culture.
that Melo pearls should not be drilled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Usually, which ethnicity, like this, the Indonesian or the Japanese, or
So they are generally found around the Philippines.
Oh,
They're fished
Philippines.
around the Philippines.
Okay.
But I think they are really loved by the whole Asian side of
wow.
it. So,
Okay, interesting. Thank you so much.
The
This
next
is a
one
blue mussel.
here,
Wow.
yes, the blue mussel, the Mytilus species. Okay.
Yeah.
They are also eaten as delicacies.
Delicacies.
In some regions, and I have heard some interesting stories that when people actually are eating it,
Yeah.
they accidentally bite onto the pearl. So,
We have one of this customer just 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We were having an oyster, and then wow, it's a pearl, and then he got so. Okay.
But I think the interesting part about this species is also the color. Generally they
Yes.
come in this purplish brown color,
Oh.
which is again very natural because it secretes the pigment from the shell. If you see, the shell also
Yes.
has this slight bluish tone
So
on it.
that's where it called blue mussel.
Yes.
Where is this found in? Which region?
Again, it's
So-
found in
North
yeah,
Atlantic.
North Atlantic,
California.
California. So it's
Oh wow,
spread
California.
across. Yeah.
Okay.
The next pearl over here and the shell is honestly one of my favorites, I would say, and also what I hear from the trade, pretty much favorite for designer brands, because
okay.
the pearls, the abalone pearl and shell, they come with very distinct colors, and
Yes.
the orient, as you will see, is pretty strong.
Oh.
The pink and greenish color that you are able to see.
Wow.
Okay. And most of the pearls coming out of this species is actually semi-baroque and baroque, like a teeth or a horn
not round,
shaped. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when you're making really creative designs, maybe like a bird or something which is not possible with a typical oval shape.
Okay.
They generally use the abalones
Oh,
to
okay.
design such exclusive pieces.
Wow. Okay. So this is also Mexico Mexico.
Yes, again around the Mexico, Baja California, you
Okay.
can find them.
So is it cultured or is it's natural?
Predominantly natural,
Oh,
okay, but
okay.
on experimental basis, I do know people who actually culture it
Ah,
as well.
okay.
But there is no, I would say, proven scientific,
Yes.
research behind it.
Yes.
That these pearls are like how you have your Maximas and Tahitian,
Yeah, yeah.
which are really cultured.
Yeah.
These pearls are not widely cultured.
Oh wow, okay. Very interesting. Oh, wow, this is
The next two over here are the horse conch, as you see, the
Horse
brown,
conch, okay.
the brown shell with the brown pearl.
Yes.
Again, the porcelaneous ones. When you see it under the microscope, you will be able to see some fine, distinct flame structures for it.
Wow.
And the cassis. So cassis,
Cassis.
externally may look very identical to a mellow pearl in terms of color, size, and shape. But
Okay.
again, the flame pattern
different.
is very different.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very different. So that's how we would study the pearl. Also, this shell that you see, the cassis shell, is popularly known as the helmet. It looks like a helmet. So,
it's very cute, huh? Yeah. Okay. So it looks like talking, hello, hello. Okay.
The next two over here we have the Atrina species, or the pen pearl as we call it popularly, and the quahog. So the special thing about the pen pearl is that as we know, pearls are made of calcium carbonate, mainly calcium carbonate,
Yes.
a bit of water, and
Yes.
of course the protein rich element. So pen pearl is made of calcite, one of
Yes.
the polymorphs of calcium carbonate.
Yes.
Okay, so these pearls generally would also have some subsurface cracks.
Oh wow.
So yes, these pearls need a lot of care, while you are,
So not
handling
good
it.
for jewelry.
I would say it is still used in quite
Same
some
same kind of
jewelry.
like care you take on normal cultured pearls.
I would say you need to be more careful.
More, wow.
More careful, yes. More
Okay.
careful. Again, its usage and the usage in terms of jewelry might differ as compared to the
Yeah.
other species. Okay,
Yeah.
but we at GIA in India, if I remember, we studied a beautiful necklace which was made actually out of pen pearls.
Really?
Different tones of.
So unique.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
and
it valuable, this stone?
I would say all the natural pearls are valuable. It
yes,
completely depends upon who is
Okay.
buying it and who likes it. So, for example, if you go towards the Middle East, okay,
Yes.
the nacreous pearls,
Yes.
the white nacreous pearls are high value.
Yeah.
But maybe as you move towards the Asian side and all, you will find all these pearls, the porcelaneous pearls gaining a lot more popularity. So it's completely upon the region and person who's going to wear it or sell it.
Usually, so again Mexico. Wow, so many pearls found in Mexico. And this one is
This
also.
is the northern quahog found
Oh.
in the North American side of
I
it.
bought some of these before. Yeah,
And what do you do with them?
it's for a sample, student sample. Yeah, and I find it very cute because the name is Quahog. What does it mean actually? You know?
No, I am also not completely aware, but it's popularly known as the quahog pearl, and the scientific name is Mercenaria. So yeah.
Oh, it sounds cool, the name. Mercenary. Should buy for mercenary.
No, I think the cooler part about it is again the color. Okay,
Yeah, it's
generally these come in very strong purplish brown colors.
Yeah.
And a bit of white,
Yeah.
color as well. So.
Wow, okay.
So the pearls that we saw so far, okay, all
Yeah.
of these are predominantly like the natural pearls, okay.
Yeah.
But now, as we know, we also have the cultured
Cultured pearls,
counterparts,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have heard about Mr. Mikimoto.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
started.
I've been to the island. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. 2 years
I
ago.
have not been, so you
should
can
go.
take me next
Tell
time.
GIA to bring you. Yeah.
Yeah, so it all started with Mr. Mikimoto and Akoya pearls, the
Yes.
Pintada fucata
Yes.
species that we
Yes.
see over here. And yes, ever since then we have Tahitian pearls, okay,
Wow.
which come in the grey and black coloration with
Wow.
very strong orient, popularly also known as the peacock colored
Peacock,
pearls.
yes. Wow, the most expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you have the South Sea pearls,
Yes.
okay, which also come in white and golden
Yes.
color. The whites coming predominantly from maybe the Indonesia and Australian side,
Yes.
whereas the goldens coming from the Philippines.
Yes. Or in the Myanmar, also from Myanmar.
Yeah, Myanmar as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's with the Maximas, and then of course the freshwater pearls coming from the lakes in China
Yeah.
and Japan.
Yeah.
So they are, of course, all these four are the nacreous.
Why do you all put the fresh water with the Tahitian? Because this is South Sea.
So these are the four main categories of
Ah.
cultured pearl. We are
Ah.
not segregating it for
Okay, okay.
environment, but
Wow.
in terms of the
Yeah,
culturing.
yeah.
So all these four mollusks are predominantly into culturing of pearls.
Yeah.
Are used for culture.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
So here we start a bit more of the scientific journey of
Wow.
what we would do
Yes.
in the lab. Okay, so as we studied about cultured pearls and natural pearls, okay,
Yes.
we have the bead cultured pearls, okay, where you can actually see the bead.
Yeah.
So the white portion in the center is
Yeah.
actually the bead, and then you have the nacre,
Yeah.
like the Tahitian nacre grow over it, or
Yeah.
the golden nacre grow over it for
Yeah.
South Sea. The three samples behind are actually the natural pearl cross section, okay,
Okay.
where you will not see any bead or a tissue
Yes.
nucleus, but you will see a very nice core followed by the nacre
Yeah.
growth. over it.
What pearls are that? Are they the like the?
They are the natural saltwater pearls.
Oh, okay. Not the whatever we saw.
Not the porcelainous ones, the
Okay.
nacreous ones.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
And then we have the non-bead cultured pearls over here, where of course the tissue nucleus is used, or popularly also known as the Keshi pearls in the
Yeah.
trade. And the last samples over there. So for the treated ones, you have a very dark ring to the external surface, and then the internal nacre is of a different color. So these pearls are actually treated for color.
They use what do they treat it with?
So they could be, they could use any chemical modifier for the color, or a
Okay.
coating, to make it look more golden.
About radiation.
Radiation to a bit, but not a lot, because pearls are organic gems.
Oh.
So some pearls could be radiated, but not very significantly. Mostly it's like coating and soaking them in different colored
Dye colours,
chemicals,
huh?
dyeing
Oh,
and all.
okay.
So yeah, those
Wow.
are the main
Okay.
techniques.
Wow.
So here we actually have kept some samples of the X-rays. So
Oh,
because
wow.
pearls are opaque gems,
Yes.
we cannot just put them. So in the microscope, we'll only be able to study the surface.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, wow.
But when we do the X-ray, we are able to see the internal structure of it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So when we talk about the bead cultured pearls, I would expect to see a
The
bead,
bead lah.
and then of course the nacre growing over it.
Yes.
And one of the interesting things in bead cultured pearl recently that even GI wrote about
Oh.
is the RFID tag being present in the part of the bead. So there are,
Wow.
You notice that technology?
No,
Oh, it's
I
a new
first time see
technology,
it.
Yes.
yeah.
One of my
Cecilia,
friends
would
was
like
a bit
to
interested.
share your experience with this technology, like
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. yes.
in Hong Kong they
In Hong
actually
Kong,
received it,
Oh.
where the bead had the RFID,
Oh.
and of course we with our testing methodology were able to find it out and also write about it in our reports and publish it as well.
So what about this RFID?
Oh, these are RFID.
Yeah.
So basically, they can track, right? They can
Yeah.
track, where was it culture and all
Yeah.
that. The whole.
But
the
can
whole
you see from the
traceability.
pearl? Like it's,
No,
A lump?
no, you cannot see.
so they,
It's-
they
it-
polished it in? Or
they
They
when
group-
they culture, they already
Ah,
put inside.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did GI say? Did GI say, RFID tag found
Yes.
in something like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Remark with remarks.
Oh, okay.
So you see the bead here. So the
Yeah.
bead actually had the RFID built in it.
It's the bead, not
Yeah,
the
no.
not the nacre.
No,
So they
it's the
embed it
bead.
inside the bead.
Yeah, that's what you see.
Wow.
This is the bead outline,
Okay,
and
cool,
the
cool.
RFID is part of the bead.
Oh, okay. That's very
Tiny,
nice.
tiny.
Very tiny, yeah. Wow, okay.
So you have friends in the pearl business?
Yeah, but not strong in Singapore.
Oh, not
it's
strong.
mostly Japanese.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
The next one here we'll talk about is the non-bead pearls. Okay,
Yeah.
so in non-beads you have the tissue nucleus and you have very complex structures. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have an example
Oh.
here from the Pinctada maxima.
Yeah.
And you see the tissue remnant, of course, and then the nacre growth over it.
Yeah.
There is another one from Pinctada margaritifera, the Tahitian one,
Margaritifera, yeah.
which has again a very complex structure of
Yeah,
a tissue
wow.
and then the growth layers.
Looks like
over
embryo
it.
in an egg. Okay.
Yeah, it has these typical. So generally, non-meat cultured pearls will definitely have some tissue remnant and also the void formation that
Yes.
you see, which generally a natural pearl would not
Yes.
have. So a natural pearl would look like this, with a nice core at the center, and then you have the growth arcs following right up till the
Wow.
outer nacre. So there is no tissue, there is no bead. It is purely nacre.
So it's like this
for
nature. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And
Cool.
if you remember, we spoke about the pen pearls, which
Yes,
were made
pen
of
pearl.
calcite.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the
Pen
X-ray of
pearl.
a pen pearl.
Pen
yes.
pearl, oh.
Because it's calcitic in nature, you see these radial
Yeah.
structures formulating.
Yeah.
And as I said, some
Like
of
in the
them would
natural
have.
form calcite, like this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them might have a few subsurface cracks as well, so you can see that.
Very
as
fragile.
well.
I think this.
It completely depends upon how you handle it, but they could be again, designers'
Yeah.
preference.
Okay.
And for some pearls,
CT scan, wow.
Yes. So we have two CT scans here for you to see. I think we will start with the natural one. So this is a natural pearl CT scan. So
Oh,
again,
wow.
you will see. So we study it in 3 dimensions.
Okay.
So you have all the 3 directions that you will be able to see, and how in each direction the growth arcs formulate. So there are only growth arcs, no tissues, no beads present.
Ah.
And the second one that will come up is for the non-bead
Non-bead.
cultured pearls.
Why does it like fades out? Is it because
So-
of the laser or?
No. So we use X-rays. There is
Yeah.
no laser
Oh.
part of this technology. It's completely X-rays, but it goes slice by slice.
Oh.
It will go
So it moves into the
Yes.
machine.
It goes
Yeah,
right
yeah.
inside the pearl and then out.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool. This is the.
Yeah, this is the
Non-bead.
tissue nucleus. If you
Oh.
here, see the
Okay.
tissue nucleus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the void formation, just like how you saw in the Tahitian pearl.
Yeah, the Tahitian pearl. Yes, like this. Okay.
And of course, apart from this, also we use a lot of scientific instruments. But
Okay.
This is just a quick.
This is the X-ray. This
yeah,
X-ray.
This is X-ray. This is CT.
CT.
So these two, devices
Yes.
in our
Yeah.
lab are
Yes.
very important for studying the internal structure.
Yes.
Any conclusion that we give as natural or as cultured,
Yes.
these two instruments play a very significant role.
Do you need to use both instrument or you just use one?
Real-time X-ray for every pearl, CT scan depends upon the complexity
Ah,
of the pearl.
okay. Is there any additional charge for CT scan? Because I know CT is more expensive.
Our services include
It's crucial, right? It's what, like you make a call. Oh, I think we need to run a CT scan. Then we do it. Oh, okay.
As GI, we hold the responsibility to give you the right and consistent results. So whatever needed, we will do it.
Okay, that's good. Oh,
Some interesting observations that we've tried to keep here are from the long wave UV lamp.
Long wave, yes.
Yeah. So this is our lamp. Okay, again, it's not just ideally used for pearls. It's used even for diamonds and
Yes,
colored
yes, we
stones.
use, yeah.
Okay, but for pearls as well, we use it. So freshwater pearls, as we know, are majorly cultured. Okay, and when they are cultured, they also undergo some type of processing. Okay,
Okay.
generally bleaching or a
Yes.
whitening component.
Majori, they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see this very typical bluish reaction, very strong bluish
It's like
reaction.
not even. Huh?
Yeah, not even. Okay, because some side of it might be processed more, some side of it might look more inert to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So because of the brightening procedures that happen, it gives you a very bluish reaction, like
So
the one you
this
see
is
here.
it's not the one,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, the
this is the one.
bluish reaction.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one next to it you see is actually an example of South Sea pearl, Pinctada maxima. But in general, even other Pinctada species, that you would see will give you a very typical greenish yellow reaction.
Yeah, it's
So-
like greenish yellow. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. See that? Wow. Okay.
And then some species, like you have your Pteria and the window pane species, they also give you a very orangey red reaction.
Yeah, wow.
So UV lamp just does not help in identifying
No, you can't see.
suspected treatments, but
Yeah.
also in terms of identifying certain mola species.
Yeah.
So it can be used in various forms.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
And then we move on to our,
The last part.
gemological
Yeah.
reports. That how do we document all these findings and results. So again,
This is not the new one, right? This is the previous version. Now there's a new black color.
Oh, that's a
the
color
colored
stone.
Oh, this is still the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, this is the pearl identification classification report.
Okay.
So that's the above is the identification part,
Yes.
and here is the classification part.
Oh, okay, okay. Very good.
So in Hong Kong, we can do identification, we can do classification, all types of pearl services are
Oh,
available.
what's the
at-
difference between culture pearl classification? It's classification.
Yes.
It's a dossier.
Yes.
Small.
Yes. Yes. In
Ah.
a way, yes.
So I'll
This is the full
explain you
report.
Oh.
the two differences.
Yeah.
So as the report name says, pearl identification and classification.
Oh,
So-
and classification.
Yes.
Ah,
So
okay,
when
okay.
we have a client who wants to know the identification, that what is it? Is it a cultured pearl or
Yes.
is it a natural pearl? In that case, they need to go for pearl identification report.
Yes.
Okay. Because we in the lab need to do all these tests. Okay. And identify whether it's a natural pearl or cultured pearl.
Yeah.
So that is why it is known as pearl identification report.
Yes.
So we give you the identification, we will check the environment, the mola species and treatment. Okay?
Yes.
So all these details are checked by our gemologists. We collect data and document it in the grading reports along
Yes.
with the report image and item description.
Okay.
When we go to classification report, this report is specially focused on the cultured pearl category.
Ah.
Okay, so as you know, we have the 4 C's of the diamonds.
Yeah.
Similarly, we have the 7 pearl value factor for the
yeah.
cultured pearls, okay,
Yes.
which are the Akoya, Tahitian, and South Sea.
Okay.
So the 7 pearl value factor, like shape, measurement,
How about fresh water?
fresh water is not included in
Ah,
the
so
7
if I have
pearl.
fresh water, I cannot do this.
No, you
I
will
have to do this.
Yes.
Because it's
It's not
no
worth
nuclear, but it's not worth because this
It's
costs
not
too much.
worth it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So because there is
it's complex because it doesn't have the nucleus,
Yeah.
so it's more complex.
So therefore, when you don't have the nucleus, sometimes you also need to run the CT. As you
Oh.
said, CT is expensive,
yeah. Of course, if we do CT, it's crazy, Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay. So this is for the saltwater cultured pearls,
Okay.
okay. And we do the 7 factors. Like, of course, the most value adding would be the luster, surface, sneaker, and matching. You
Yes.
know? And
Oh,
we
you have
will-
matching too. Wow.
Yes, because we also want to give credit to the humans who actually make it. It's
Of course, we have to give credit to them, right?
Yeah, it's the effort. It's not easy to find perfectly matching even
I like
colors.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yes, we have also included the matching.
Yeah.
And for very exclusive pieces, be it natural or be it cultured, okay,
Yeah.
we offer some specialty services, portrait being one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so in portrait, we document the journey of the piece.
Yes.
So as you see, the first page talks about the results that were given. And in this case, we have a beautiful collection of natural pearls. Okay. You could also name the item, So the item name here is the Basratna necklace.
Yeah.
Okay. GIA will put in some very interesting concepts about natural pearl, written by eminent authors.
Wow.
Also, we can customize a page for a client where you could either write the inspiration behind the creation, or if you have a company brand or a legacy,
Wow.
okay, that you would like to document, we can also document that.
How much
for
it
you.
costs to make a report like this?
So this
Minimum.
is an
US
1500 US
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah,
Oh,
1500
it's good price.
Yeah.
for that class. Yes,
Because it's a lot of work.
it's a lot of
For
work.
1500, I think it sounds worth it.
Well, yeah, if
You
you
know what I
have
mean?
that value of.
But this is an add-on to the identification or
Yeah.
CPC reports.
But like let's say a client bring you a freshwater pearl. Can you do something like this?
Ideally, it should be worth it for the client also.
But
and
also
for
the
GI
story,
also.
No,
right?
maybe it was given to her by her grandfather or something like
That's
this.
okay. Maybe, in
Yeah.
the past, like in the Chinese history as well, if I am not wrong,
Yeah.
the kings of China have worn natural saltwater,
Yes.
natural freshwater pearls.
Yes.
So if you have that very special freshwater natural pearl,
Yeah.
which is possessed and has a history,
Yes.
worth documenting or
Yes.
journaling, then definitely you can avail the
Oh,
portrait.
okay.
But we would also want that the portrait brings value to our end clients.
Yes.
It's not just we issuing the portraits.
Oh, I didn't know about this. This is a very good news. Yeah.
We also
For
put
actually
the
for,
fashion.
for pearls or for other color stones, if you are interested to do,
Okay.
portrait, we can help you. But
Okay.
it takes time, huh?
How long? Like 6 months?
weeks.
Or a few weeks?
A few weeks.
Very
Okay.
few weeks. Like maybe you can say this plus this should be done within 3 weeks or 4
Oh,
weeks.
it's okay.
max.
It's good.
It's not like don't ask me to
Yeah.
do it right away.
Yeah.
During the show, no, I
No,
cannot.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So making this book generally would take at least 2 weeks, I would say. A minimum of 2 weeks, okay?
It's really beautiful.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And then we also document the scientific journey because we are GI, so we also
Yeah.
need to put scientific information.
Do you work in the lab?
She works in the lab.
Oh, so you did something like this before?
We have done quite a lot of these.
A lot.
Yeah, quite a lot of these.
Okay, cool.
So, but even when I say quite a lot, I would say these pieces are so rare that in a year, let's say, for example, if my, it's just 1 or 2% of my whole year's, inventory.
Yeah,
It's that rare to get
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
exclusive pieces.
Wow.
So it's not for
Okay.
each and every item
Yeah.
that are really special
Wow.
scientifically or in terms of
natural
value.
pearls a
Wow.
lot, right? You
Yeah.
get a lot of natural pearls.
Yeah, definitely. We also have other locations where they get these very premium
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
South Sea pearls.
Wow.
Sure,
Which people would like to document
Yes,
it.
yes,
They
yes.
come from these specific farms.
Yes.
And the
Oh,
farms
specific
want,
farms. Then you give you they tell you, oh, this from this farm.
Exactly. Yes, the story and everything.
So you will how to verify? Like
So
you call the farmer, hey, this is this.
No, so it's the producing farmers themselves.
Yeah.
Like they are the owners of those farms, and
they must be the owner.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they actually give you the history behind
Yeah.
the creation of the farm, and we can document it.
Wow.
We can put some images
Very
from
good.
their farm, so it kind of brings the sense to your end buyer that they are really buying something which
Really
is
unique, very special.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, we also document the X-rays, like the X-rays that you saw here.
okay.
So we put some interesting X-rays,
Yeah.
of the bigger pearls and everything. And then we put the chemistry data for environment, any other observations, the long wave observation which we just saw.
Wow.
And of course the Raman spectroscopy to see which form of calcium carbonate the pearl possesses.
Oh, okay.
So
that's-
I think these are definitely all the details that we put
Wow.
in.
Okay.
And
Fantastic.
Do you have a piece like that in mind?
No, I mean, I have some friends who deal with natural pearls, so yeah.
then you can definitely share this with them.
Yeah, I'll
because,
share this on our museum page and then talk about what you talk about. Maybe